few people in the actual in person with us. And then Lynn, we have you on Zoom. I just wanted to give you a heads up. This is our second to last class. I'll get you a new one. Hold on one second. Looks like we need to get some new markers. Let's try this one. I'll just toss that one so it doesn't get thrown back. No problem, thank you. Lynn, before we get started, I wanted to make sure I provided you my contact information, and if you don't mind, my email will be in the chat for you. If you can go ahead and write me an email giving me your address, that way I can send you a box of all the prizes. I believe you've won a total of 5 times. 5 times I've toweled. Yeah. Well, there's still 2 more sessions, so we'll see. But I just want to make sure I have your address and everything before. And then, Lynn, I did want to talk to you a little bit about some surveys that for our virtual. If you could actually work with me and maybe fill out one of those for me as well.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with, since we got a bingo so quick, I'm going to start off with doing exercises first, and then we'll go into bingo. So we're going to start off with some warm-up exercises. We're just going to warm up our arms. So this one is top shelf reach. So you're just going to raise your right arm over and kind of towards your left and pull down, like you're reaching off of the top of your shelf and pulling down. So alternate arms. Reach the right up and then the left, just like you're grabbing something. Very nice. You're going to do a little bend in your body as you're going. Let's do about 4 more on each side. 3 and 2 and 1 and 1 more on the left. Very nice. All right, now we're going to do our breaststroke. I have a feeling I'll knock that water right off. All right, so your arms are going to start off straight out in front of you, and you're just going to breaststroke all the way back. Drop your arms to your side. I'm going to scoot over a little bit so I don't whack the table, and then bring them back forward. Breaststroke back, and swing your arms back to start. And back. And do this. Yep, we're swimming. It's good stretch for your arms too and your shoulders. Let's do about 5 more here. And remember to breathe. All of these require our breathing. Helps us increase the stretch as well. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. Very nice. All right, we're going to stretch out our calves. So if you want, you can scoot up a little bit on your chair if your feet aren't reaching all the way down to the floor. We're going to start with both legs out in front of us. We're going to point our toes. Our toes right now should be up to the ceiling. We're going to point them forward towards the front of the room and back up to ceiling. If you want to put your feet up in the air, if that's more comfortable and you want to sit back in your chair, you can do that as well. Completely up to you, whatever you're more comfortable with. Both of these will stretch out the calf muscle, so they're both perfectly fine. All right, let's do 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, last one. Very nice. All right. And we are going to do a couple more of our fall prevention questions. So I'm going to start us off with talking about Lawrence. He loves his pet dearly, but lately he's noticed that taking his dog on walks has become very tiring, and she's been getting in his way around the house more often. He's afraid that she may cause him to fall. Which of the following is not a good way to reduce his chances of falling? A, make sure his pet is trained on a leash with commands in the house. B, step over her. C, hire a neighbor to help take her for walks. D, sit down if she becomes too energetic. Which of the following is not a good way? So just remember, we're talking about not a good way to reduce. Make sure his pet is trained on a leash with commands in the house. Step over her. Hire a neighbor to take her for walks. Sit down if she becomes too energetic.
Step over her.
Exactly. Yeah, sorry, that was kind of a funky one to read. But yeah, stepping over her is never a good idea. So just definitely, it's not safe to step over a pet. Even if they're sleeping, they can make a sudden movement and cause you to trip. I have a very large German Shepherd, and she looks like she's out when she's out, but if I step over her, she definitely flies up. So if I jumped over her, she would send me flying. So never a good idea. Just go around them. All right, let's play some bingo. All right. We're starting off with G59 as I lose the ball. G59. Right. N41. N41. Oh, so I was like, wait, 99, that's not one. 066. 066. Oh, 63. Oh, 63. We'll do one more here. B13. B13. All right. Go ahead and put in your markers down. Did we all have a good start there? No. No? Hey, but if I've learned anything from these classes, people sneak up towards the end on bingo. You don't start off with having a lot. We're going to grab our resistance bands and go ahead and set yourself up. Scoot forward in your chair so your feet are nice and planted on the ground. We're going to start off with our arm curls here. So have a good, strong grip of your feet, holding down the band on the ground so it doesn't flip back at you. We're going to start with our palms facing forward, and we're going to curl our arms up to our shoulders and back down slowly. For 2, and we're doing 20 here. Remember, we're going long today. For 3, remember to breathe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if this pace is too fast for anybody, just let me know and I'm happy to slow it down. 9 and 10, very nice. 11, halfway there. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more, 19, and 20. Very nice. Shake those arms out. Take a nice deep breath here. All right, now we're going to go into chest press. So I want everybody to put the exercise band right behind their back. So it should just lie kind of right below your shoulder blades. Most likely you're going to have way too much resistance. If it's more comfortable holding the band, you can. But if you want to increase your resistance, hold a little bit tighter, a little bit lower on the band. That will help add some resistance factor to this. If you have enough resistance by holding the handles, then please just keep it that way. And I'll wait until everybody's set up. Does that feel a little bit better? Okay. And we're just gonna do a chest press out in front of us and slow and controlled back in. So press out and back in. For 3, we're gonna do 20 of these as well. For 4, for 5, remember to breathe here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, very nice. Sometimes it slips. 14, 15, 16, 4 more, 17, 18, very nice, 19, 1 more, and 20. Very nice, everybody. We can go ahead and put the resistance bands over to the side. All right, and this one, we're gonna work a little bit on our abs. I guarantee this child of mine is not gonna love this one too much, but we're gonna do the oblique crunches. So I wanna just make sure I'm directing. All right, so we're going to slowly raise one knee while we simultaneously bring our hands up and then curl our body down. So you wanna kind of crunch into that knee that you have up. I'm just demoing right now. We'll just start it before we get started. But you wanna kind of crunch your body into this knee and then put it back down. Crunch your body into the opposite knee and put it back down. All right, I think we kind of got it. Let's start with our right side. Going for right and back up, left, up, right, up, left. We're gonna do 10 on each side. For 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 6, 7, I feel like this one looks hilarious, 8, 9, and 10. Does everybody feel that in their sides? Yeah. Yeah, it's a funky one, but it definitely, a lot of people, we always work the front of our abdomen, but we rarely work our exercise to kind of work both of our sides, and you can do this while you're seated, and that's kind of the nice part, that you don't have to get on the ground. A lot of when you do ab work, you have to get on the floor, and that's not easy for a lot of people, so that's a good one to kind of have in your back pocket when you're just at home watching TV. All right, those are our 3 balance exercises, or sorry, not balance, strength building. So now I'm going to ask you a question. This one's regarding Charles. Has noticed that the worse his vision becomes with age, the more he feels that he could fall. Which of the following can he do to reduce his chance of falling due to his vision impairment? Should he schedule an eye exam with an optometrist? Can create a plan to deal with vision impairment, limit spending a lot of time focusing on screens, wear sunglasses in bright light, or D, all of the above?
Do all of the above.
D, it's all of the above. So you wanna, all these things kind of enhance vision impairment. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. That might be something that goes up for especially my generation and the generation before me. Is we have so much screen time, whether that means being on your computer, being on your laptop, and it's been the full cycle. And the generation after me, it's been all of their life that tablets or computers or TVs, that's literally all we do. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how data goes for vision impairment as these generations kind of get older. So yes, D, all of the above. So let's go with some bingo calls here. Start off with N32. N32. B14. B14. I18. I18. Do 2 more here. B4. B4. Last one. N45. N45. All right. Go ahead and put your markers down. We're going to go into our balance exercises. So the first couple, we're going to start off seated. Yeah, and the last one will stand up. But we're going to start with our right foot. Again, you can either put the foot on the ground or bring it up in the air, your choice. This is kind of the same thing as it kind of works the same muscle as the calf. So when we did the calf stretch at the beginning, so we're going to point our toes to the ceiling and then point them towards in front of us. So same idea, just kind of warming up our ankles and loosening up any tension we might have in our ankles. Now let's do 10 on the right foot. And I'll show you if you wanted to put your foot on the ground, you can, either one. I think it's easier for some reason to put it up in the air. I feel like I have a little more control. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to your left foot now. Same thing, so point toes to the forward and back up to the ceiling. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Very nice. All right, so now this one is just our relaxing one, the seated balance. We haven't done this one in a little while. So we're just gonna sit nicely, feet planted on the ground, hip width apart, kind of good posture, sitting tall. We're gonna close our eyes and just really focus on your balance. So we're gonna sit here for about 30 seconds. And I want everybody just to focus on sitting nice and tall, nice and straight, good posture, shoulders back. Focus on your breathing and just really focus on balance. A nice little calming exercise. Don't anybody pass out. Stay here for about 10 more seconds. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. Let your eyes adjust to the light for a second before we stand up. So once you feel comfortable, go ahead and stand up, and we're gonna go to the back of our chairs. Just twist this chair around. We're gonna do our heel raises. So you're gonna stand holding the back of your chair, and we're gonna go up on our toes, heels come off the ground. For 1, we're gonna do 20 total. For 2, for 3, 4, again, remember to breathe, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My goal is to have everybody have the biker calves after this. 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 more here, 19, and 20. Very nice. You can go ahead and, does everybody feel the burn? Yeah. Go ahead and take a seat in your chair. Let's do one of our questions here. Antonio is visiting his grandchildren for the holidays. He wakes up in the morning feeling confused in an unfamiliar environment. What should Antonio do when he is feeling this way? Should he A, get out of bed immediately, B, walk down the stairs to find somebody to help, C, wait for his mind to clear before getting up and walking around, or D, all of the above?
C.
Yes, that's correct. So he should wait. If you wake up confused in an unfamiliar environment, it's best for you to wait for your mind to clear or for someone to come help you before getting up. It is unsafe to get out of bed immediately or walk down the stairs when you're feeling confused. It's just like, I feel like all of us have woken up in the morning with a panic, or you're in a bad dream or something and you fling up and you're spinning because you woke up way too fast and moved too fast, that you just kind of have to slow it down. But I feel like any of those bad dreams kind of get you, you're moving right away and you're like, wait. Not always the best way to wake up, but just kind of slowing back down. Especially you want to start your day in a peaceful mind, not really getting up and going too fast. Sounds like Rosie after talking to her. She's a morning person, so I feel like you have a good morning routine down. All right, we're going to go with B1. B1. O68. O68. I21. I21. Do two more here. B3. B3. And I29. I29. Whoa. None. All right, now we're going to go into our cardiovascular exercises. And just like last week, so we did 20 chair stands. That wasn't easy. It's not supposed to be easy. You all, Judy, you weren't here last week, but on Monday, but everybody made it to 20. I did tell everybody, if you don't want to do the full 20, please don't feel like you have to. We just want to keep trying to kind of challenge ourselves. So if all of them you want to use your handles, please do. If it's easy, then go ahead and try it without your hands, or do half and half. That's what I did last week. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to stand up out of our chair for one, and please go at your own pace too. If this one's not good for you, then you can slow it down or take a little breather in between. For 3, for 4, for 5. Remember to breathe here. Breathing's going to be your best friend during this. For 6, for 7, for 8, for 9, 10. All right, I'm going to switch and use my handles. For 11. For 12. Very nice, everybody. For 13. For 14. For 15. 16. Very nice. 17. 3 more here. 18, or 2 more. 19, last one. And 20. Good job. Let's take a nice deep breath here. That is not easy. Our hearts should be beating pretty good right now. Your calf or your thighs, it's a huge muscle, but it's also our heaviest muscle. Like
my ankles, my legs,
yeah.
my thighs,
Yeah.
my lower back, my arms, everything.
But I don't want you to feel pain. I hope you're not feeling pain. It's just working out.
pressure.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of crazy thinking about you're using your full body weight and that's all. We don't need any equipment or anything. And just our body weight alone is a great exercise. That was not easy. And it's amazing what you can do without anything. A lot of people think, oh, I need weights, I need a gym. No, that was, exactly, your body can do it. All right, once we catch our breath here, give me 2 big deep breaths. One more in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and march in place. I am going to do 45 seconds. Your choice here. You can stay seated. Wow, it's been going, my stopwatch has been going since Monday when we did this. 47 hours. I'm assuming that's when it was started. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stand up for this one. If you guys want to sit, you're more than welcome to. And again, if you want to hold the side of the table or chair, or if you want to move your arms with you, you can. Completely up to you. We'll go ahead and get started. So you want a good pace going. We're going to stay here for 45 seconds. So walk at whatever pace you're comfortable doing, as long as you're moving your body. That's our goal. We just want to keep moving. We want to increase that heart rate and make this a cardiovascular exercise. Donna, you got a good pace going. Do you speed walk a lot? Yeah. Very nice. We got about 10 more seconds here. Good job, everybody. About 3 more seconds, 2 and 1. Very nice. Take a deep breath and go ahead and sit back down. Good job. We got our cardiovascular out of the way. Those are normally our 2 hardest ones right there. All right, so our question is, Terry wants to clean up clutter in and around his home, but is unsure of how to do it. What can Terry do to decrease his chances of falling during or due to the clutter? Should Terry could hire or ask somebody to help him tidy up his home. Terry should not do anything about the clutter because it won't increase his chance of falling. Terry could move the clutter to the stairs or hallway to keep the bedroom clear, or D, none of the above. Yeah, the first one. So he should hire somebody to help tidy up his home, or ask somebody to help him. Exactly. All of us would. But there is certain things, I mean, I would definitely say one of the best resources that kind of gave me a little spark was that Netflix show. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it now, but they're like professional organizers. And they just gave me random ideas that I was like, oh, I can add that here in my house. And a lot of it was just stuff I already had. And I was like, oh, this is a better way to organize it. And sometimes your brain, when you're not a very crazy organizer, your brain doesn't think that way. And so it's just certain small things that kind of help reduce the overall clutter and builds on it. Or I'm redoing our nursery right now. That's another one that I just use the nursery as a room to throw stuff in. I was like, I don't have a space for it, so it's going in here. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I have all this stuff. And I was like, I don't have any space for it. So it's just nice to kind of have certain areas to start small. So Terry does not feel comfortable cleaning up his own home. He could ask or hire somebody to help him, especially with cleaning tasks that may increase his fall risk. So sometimes you have a very nice neighbor or things along that line, or the city picks up. I mean, that is a great resource that we have as well, for the city to come to your house and pick up extra clutter, and you can move it outside or ask somebody to help you too. All right. Let's go with N37. N37. G53. G53. kick that one over. G50. G50. Let's do 2 more here. O69. O69. 1 more here. N43. N43. All right. Now we're going to go into our hand exercises. So let's start off with our finger joint bend. So we're going to open up both hands and we're just going to bend the tops of our fingers down. Yep. And we're just going to do a total, let's do 20. 3, 4. Wake up those fingertips. 5. Wake up those finger joints. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Very nice. All right, go ahead and grab your stress ball. We're gonna do the table roll. So starting with your right hand, you're just gonna roll the ball all the way from your palms to your fingertips. Just loosen up our wrist. I always like this exercise. I feel like it's really relaxing. And let the ball go from all the way up your fingertips to the bottom of your palm and everywhere in between. We're going to stay here for a few more seconds. All right, go ahead and switch to your left hand now. Same idea here. Go ahead and keep going. I want to see, Rosie, how are you looking? Well, you only need these 2 to go all the way across. So just those 2, yep. All right, let's go ahead and put the ball back into our right hand. We're gonna do a full power grip. So putting all your fingers around the ball and squeeze down. Let's do 10 on each hand. 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, go at your own pace, whatever's most comfortable for you. Once you've done 10 on the right, go ahead and switch and do 10 on your left hand. All right. Everybody's done full 10 on both hands? All right, so our next question is about Thelma. Thelma often feels very off balance when she begins to stand up after lying down for a while, or when she stands up from a chair. What can she do to decrease her chance of falling when she gets up? Should she get out of bed slowly, sit on the edge of the bed for a few moments before she stands? Oh, no, you're all good. Before standing up, do some light exercises to get her blood moving, or D, all of the above?
All of the above.
That is correct.
All of the above.
Yes. That is one thing that the dietitian I work with, that's the one thing she always has stressed to me since I started working with her, is she wakes up first thing in the morning and does stretches in bed. She doesn't get up right away, and she'll do a couple different stretches, just waking up her body, and then she'll get up and start her morning routine, but not until she kind of gets those stretches going and it wakes up her whole body, which I thought was a really good idea. All right. Think we'll get a bingo winner right now? All right, let's start with B8. B8. O61. O61. G46. G46. And G49. G49. Let's do 2 more here. B7. B7. O75. O75. All right, let's end with our cool down exercises, and then we'll officially get a bingo winner. Okay, so we're going to start with our good morning stretch. So this one, I think I started off, I'm not going to lie, doing the wrong kind of stretch here. But we're going to scoot forward a little bit in your chair so your feet are nice and planted on the ground. You're going to start just leaning forward a little bit and then sitting all the way back up. Good posture, pulling our shoulders back. Lean forward, so you should feel a nice stretch for your back. And pull our shoulders back, good posture. Lean forward again. And extend our back all the way up nice and tall. Crouch forward. And all the way back up. Let's do 2 more here. Crouch forward. And last one here. Sit forward and bring those shoulders back. Very nice. Right, we're gonna do our mermaid. So sitting again, feet planted on the ground. We're gonna raise that right arm up in the air and lean over to our left side. Take a nice couple deep breaths here. You'll notice each time you exhale, it kind of naturally increases the stretch, so it deepens your stretch. One more deep breath here. All right, come back to center, and left arm goes up in the air. We're gonna kind of curve over to our right. Give me a couple of deep breaths here as well. Two more deep breaths. And last one. And come back to center. Very nice, everybody. Right, and we're gonna end with toes to the sky. So you're gonna start in a seated position with good posture, eyes facing forward and palms on your thighs. Sorry, there's no picture, so I wanna make sure I do it correctly. We're gonna extend our right foot and then slowly return it to the seated position. And then repeat with the left. Make sure your toes are pointing to the sky. That will stretch the back of our legs as well. So once your toe or your leg is up, point the toes to the sky. You'll feel a nice calf stretch, especially after doing all those heel raises. And we're just gonna alternate. This also makes you kind of squeeze your upper thigh as well. So still working that quadricep as well. Let's do about 5 more on each leg. And for 4, 3, 2, last one per leg. Very nice, everybody. All right, now the best part. Let's figure out who the bingo winner is today. Right, 072. 072. G60. G60. N33. N33. O70.
Bingo.
Is that Lynn? Oh, Judy. I heard it from the going over here. You want to read off your numbers, Judy?
I have 66, 70, 69, 68, 63.
Very nice. Good job, Judy. Congratulations. I don't know why I thought monitor was in this corner and my ears like went to the monitor. Yeah, do you want me to look?
50, 69, 60, 61. Is that bingo?
So it has to go in a full line, like either across or diagonal or up. So you got really close. You only needed 30 and you would have gotten a bingo. All right, everybody. So we do just have the one session left right after 4th of July. I hope everybody has a great 4th of July. Enjoy your holiday, stay cool, and hopefully everybody stays COVID safe as well, since numbers are kind of going all over the place again. Lynn, if you don't mind, again, please just sending me an email. That way I have your information. That way I know where to send your prizes, and I will see you all next Wednesday. All right. Minus the whites. You can have anything else in here. And I restocked it. We haven't had any sessions, but I restocked it a while ago.